players on guard. Fights on.
Panther 1-2 dead and alive.
Nightmare targeted bullseye 228 25 24,000. Box 3 bullseye 250 30 22,000. So it's red flag. We're both from the same team, but we have CADMs. So the CADMs work. Everything is the same except you don't die. And there's beeping involved. I'll go over that in a little bit. Overview, purpose, training rules, dead regen, training flow, and other things. That's for Sunday. So training CADM rules. So this is the box, as you see, if you have your I&I in there. That yellow box is where we need to stay in. This is the basically a MOA, military operation area. So try to keep the entire fight in this box. So the sounds of the CADM, a short beep is when you fire it. I don't think it's modeled now where the missile goes off the rail, but when you fire, it'll go beep, and then you'll have all the same symbology, and it'll simulate a missile going out. When you get hit, there'll be a long beep, so it'll be the same tone, same frequency. It'll just be beep. It'll be like 3 or 4 seconds, and that's when you know you're dead. I do have some SAM rings, so treat them as real. I think I put some on the other side too. So yeah, so treat the SAM rings as real. There's nothing there, but just if they were real, don't go into the SAM rings for both parties. Transition altitude is the floor, so 10,000 feet. If you go under 10,000 feet, you're dead. So we're going to use this as the floor and the transition altitude. For each vol, which is each like engagement, you have a set amount of missiles. So with the CADMs, you have an unlimited amount, but with this exercise, you'll have a limit. You'll have a limited amount. So you'll have 4.
Man's in the T, if anybody can hear me.
Oh my god.
Oh, is he just not here? Like, did he not join?
He's like not part of the 6 anymore. So I told him to join the freaking.
Okay.
Oh, maybe he thinks we're doing a campaign flight. I'll fix it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, yeah, let's have him join. Can you invite people? I don't know. So you need 4 long sticks, so 4 AIM-120s. That's the maximum per exercise, and the exercise ends at knock it off. So when someone says I say knock it off, we knock it off, and then it resets if we have time. So in between knock it offs, you'll have 4 AIM-120s, 2 AIM-7s, and 2 AIM-9s. I don't think anybody has AIM-7s, but this is just the amount of missile that you have per session. Also, don't shoot down the tankers. So the tankers are over here on the right side. I'll have a better picture later on. So there's the dead regen procedures. So once you get hit, turn off your jammer. Start turning and descending cold. So go away from north or south, whichever one. Use your full call sign saying that's dead. So minimum at least say dead. Full Falcon 1-3 dead. If you're able, say the bullseye and your altitude at that time. When you're descending, go below 10,000 feet so that people who are still fighting, they know that you're dead, being that you're below 10,000 feet. And then fly to the designated regen point, which is your steer point. So set your, I think it's 5 or 6. So set one of your steer points as your designated regen point. And once you die, set to that regen point, and then you fly within 2 nautical miles of it. And then you say you're back alive. And then that's when you could turn back around and you're basically a new person. When you do that, you have to keep the same amount of missiles. So if you shot 1 missile, you have 3 left. So don't reset just because you died. You have the same amount of missiles even though you individually reset. Right here. Training flow. So here is the top. This is the red. Nightmare and Hunter. And you have Panther and the other flight, Dragon. The tankers are right here. Here's blue. Here's red. Don't shoot the tankers. If you're looking over there and you see something, please don't shoot at it. Fights on. Master switch to sim. When we're all ready, fights on. I'll call it over the radio. Knock it off means all players stop and flow to the regen reset area. So as we knock it off, we'll reset at least past your border to the north or the south and kind of orbit at your 5 or 6, whatever you want to orbit at. Not going to worry about that. Tankers are available. Like I said, the taker frequencies, these are we'll be using 6. Let's see, what are we going to do? So, we don't have an air boss. We're not going to have this, but blue will be on uniform 6, and red will be on. We'll use 14. Yeah, no, we won't use 14. We'll use 5. Yeah,
Yeah.
blue will be on 6, and red will be on uniform 5. So we could talk to each other because there's 2 different flights. The aggressor threats. Us as aggressors will turn off our IFF, so we won't come up as green, even though you know there's 8 aircraft out there anyway, so it's kind of obvious which way we're coming from. So IFF will be off for aggressors. We do show up as 29 on RWR, so if you're the aggressor, just be aware that your wingmen are 29s. Don't freak out. Weapons, we have AA-12s. They're modeled as a CADM AIM-120 Bravo. PL-12s are modeled as an AIM-120 Charlie. We do have literally CADM AIM-9, so that'll be our Fox 2 equivalents. I wasn't able to give us anything else. So that's what the aggressors have. And we do have a jammer. And fuel. What else? Yeah, so flight lineup 1 is Nightmare, 15, 16, 17, and 18, and this is the lineup of it's in order on the briefing as well. It's kind of staggered when it comes to red blue. So red is top and bottom, blue's in the middle. Nightmare, the red will be using the north tanker. That's the frequency for the north tanker, and this is the frequency for the south tanker. I know I went through that super fast, but any questions?
Writing all this shit down, Recluse.
Oh yeah, buddy.
All right, good.
Oh, any
Uh,
questions?
So hard deck is 10,000. That's the ground, right?
Yes, that is the ground.
And our regen is what? Flow cold toward the line, touch it, and come back.
You got to be 2 miles away from your steer point 6 or 5, like whichever one you choose, which is basically 2 miles from your border. It's
Okay,
literally
copy.
basically the same thing.
Sorry, I was trying to get mailman in here, but while you were talking about that.
Oh yeah, that's fine. So yeah, just choose whichever 5 or 6. I think that's the two ones for each of us. So choose one, go to the regen, and it has to be obviously your steer point. So if you're in the west block and you're over here, if you're in the west block for some reason fighting and then you die, you need to go to your east block and go to your steer point 6 and regen and come back. This is it's really fun with CADMs, so I think this will be pretty cool.
How do we set regen, Mel or Prawn?
What do you mean set regen?
You said your regen point.
Yeah,
It's
so
just the
it's
point.
just your steer point. Like you set to steer 6, and that's your regen
Yep.
point.
Right.
And then you just fly back, and you just wait till you're 2 miles away, and then you're alive.
Okay.
The biggest thing is once you get hit, blow cold, and turn off your jammer, and go below 10,000 feet. Secondary is to say that you're dead over your uniform, so that we're not going to be able to. Both teams are not going to be able to hear each other, but at least the side knows that someone died. And then come back around, regen, and come back and say that you're alive again. Yeah. Let's just do that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. If you see a dude that's cold under 10,000, he's dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I've asked some people how they do this in real life. It's kind of like this, but they have more folks. They have a air boss and a GCI and different things. But this is about as close as I can get it to in BMS right here without a GCI.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Thanks, Prime.
Yep. Any other questions before we split up for a little while, and then we'll hop in? Is Minnesota mailman In
I don't think he's joining.
okay. Okay, cool. If there's no more questions, we will split up. Let's do Nightmare, or yeah, I guess red in flight 1 and blue in flight 2. Oh, we'll come back at 45. And as for the time, we'll come back at 45. Okay. So, our job. Oh, what's Warlock doing? In there? So, our job is to train them. We have some pretty good people on the other side, so we can probably go do the best we can, because you can always have a level of difficulty. But this one, we have a pretty good 4 folks on the other side, so we'll probably just do the best we can. So make sure your MAR, I think it's about 22 or so with these AIM-120s. They're pretty quick, and they go pretty far compared to our predecessors. So we have 2 missiles. It's the AIM-120C, which is the PL-12, which is the Chinese version. That's the best one. That is almost equivalent to the AIM-120 Bravo. The AA-12, the Russia, it sucks. It's awful. You might as well not even use it. Just use the PL-12 as much as you can. When you do shoot a PL-12, it might switch over to the other missile, so just be cognizant of that. And make sure you turn off your IFF. And we'll try to split ourselves, so as you see on the steer points, you see how the Nightmares in the west and Hunters in the east. So we'll try to keep our lanes, but it could always change because we have to keep them on their toes. So we might be like a giant wall down the center, or this depends on what we want to do, and it's going to be super dynamic. But at first, we'll stay on our sides for the most part. We'll have a bingo. Let's set the bingo as, let's do 3,800 for bingo, and 28 for or 38 for Joker, and then 28 for bingo.
What's going to be our steer point to run to 6?
Steer point for us for Nightmare will be, I'll probably use 6 as our regen, because we could use 5, but I want to do 6.
Yeah, and Hunter and Hunter will use 5.
Cool, sounds like a plan.
Let me see, and the UHF frequency for the tanker.
293.85.
Yeah, I see that, but he said, did you say that we were going to use uniform 5 or 6?
We're going to use uniform 5
For
us to,
yeah,
for
the
up to top.
tactical.
I know, for my flight.
For
Prime, for our flight. Which one are we using?
Oh, for interflight, we're 15. We're the first flight.
No. You said we were going to use 5 or 6 for the tanker, didn't you?
No, 5 or 6 for our primary radios for tactical frequency.
Okay.
And everyone will be on that, right?
Those are
all of
including
red.
the other side?
No,
All the red? Okay.
red will be on 5,
So-
and blue will be on 6.
Only our side will know who's dead in that case.
Yeah.
So we're still using 13 for the tanker.
If it correlates, I don't know if it correlates. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But I know the frequency will work. Let's see what
You tell me what to switch to when the time comes in.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So 193.850 is 13,
That correlates.
and it does correlate. So yeah, we could use 13.
All right.
Sometimes it gives someone a random tanker, and it does weird things. So 13 is the tanker. 5 is our primary frequency. That's how we'll talk to each other. or that's how we'll talk to our side, and that's why I wish we had a GCI to call knock it off, but I could switch to guard and then call knock it off on there, and then we'll go from there. Or I could just switch
Alright.
to theirs once I say
Alright, so
knock
how
it
do
up on our side.
So how do you want to set this first engagement up, Prime?
So this first one, we'll just have 2 grinders. So we'll just stay in the west, and then you guys will stay in the east. We'll just set up 2 grinders.
That's what I was going to suggest.
Yeah, so we'll be conservative. Don't go out and get them. Just kind of be conservative. We're trying to see if they'll trespass one of the SAM sites. So just be very conservative. Just kind of cap back and forth and kind of just do nothing. And then once either they start getting aggressive or they don't do anything, then we'll push them to start doing stuff, or we'll go hot, lock them up, turn off cold, and don't shoot nothing. We'll just kind of stir the pot a little bit.
So it's our
Got it.
job to annoy them.
Yes, and it's super fun when you're red side. So we're in control of the situation.
Control is only an illusion, my friend.
It is. It's an illusion.
Just a little warning: if I don't reply real fast, it's probably because I'm not hitting the right button.
Okay.
I'm getting used to this warthog. Everything is totally different than the Cougar. So.
Oh yeah.
I'm all
You're using your index finger for the comms.
Actually, no. I switched it to the thumb.
Okay.
For me, it seems like it's easier to get to, but it's the radar cursor up there, like, is on your middle finger. That was really confusing me.
Oh.
'cause I keep like I'll keep clicking the radio because I think I'm using my radar cursor with my thumb.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
I'll
Yeah,
have
I
to do
bought the
the.
mod for that cursor for my Warthog.
you what?
There's a mod for it. I bought
I
a mod
know.
for it.
Yeah, I have the mod.
Okay.
It's not that. It's getting used to where it is. On the Cougar, your radar cursor thing is on your thumb. It's on the side. So you use your thumb there, and then you're using your your other fingers are just switches and buttons.
All right.
This
Got a
one I'm
question.
using,
Prime, I got a question. In our loadout, it shows only 1 P12 Cadam. Is that what it's supposed to show?
So it's unlimited. So once you use
Okay.
it, it's still there.
Okay. Just confirming that I heard that right.
Can we take a break?
Yeah, we can.
All right, I gotta run to the bathroom.
Yep. I'll probably do that
Right.
too. Good time. So yeah, BRB.
All right.
Anything for me, Debug?
What's that?
I said anything for me. So we'll go on demand for TACAN.
For data link, you mean? Or
Yeah, for data link.
I'm thinking we should set the other guys in the data link as well.
Yeah, but I'm not very good at that, and that's maybe you and I can talk without getting that because I haven't done it before for a long, long time. Rody and I were going to work on it.
I'm sure we'll get some time at the start. We should probably switch it to Richter, or no, we'll have our own uniform, right?
Yeah.
We'll just leave it on uniform, and let me see. I'm thinking real
I'm
quick
not
here.
sure.
Sorry, I was away
Yeah.
from my screen for a sec.
No problem. I'm wondering how he has me leading instead of you. Scary thought.
Well, you need to jump into it.
I'm good with
That's
it.
what I do every time.
I'm good with it. I'm just messing.
Yeah. So the way I see it on my list, we have Nightmare Dragon, Panther, and then Hunter. So we're number 4.
Right.
So we should have 4-1 and 4-2 in the data link already in place.
Okay.
All we have to do is go to the 3rd slot, put 3-1 in, and then the 4th slot 3-2. They'll do the same, and then we can do continuous even.
Yeah. So if I asked, you know what I'm going to be asking for, because I'm trying to remember how to. Yeah, I'm trying to remember how to get through it on a list to get through to do that.
Okay, so it's going to be lists.
Yep.
Enter.
Yep.
For MISC or data link. And then you're going to double right until you get into intra-flight, and then you should see 4.1 and 4.2 in there. That means you're on the correct page. You're
Okay.
going to quickly check on that page. It's the UHF is selected. And then you're going to change your cursor by doing doubler down, maybe 2 times. You'll bring it to the third slot, put 3.1, enter, double down, 3.2, enter. You're set.
Okay. So between you and me, I was on the cruise I was just on. I ran into a guy and we were talking, and he said he was an F-16 pilot for 30 years and whatever. And then I started talking to him. I said, well, I'm in a squadron. I do this. We do this. And I just started walking through engine start with him and where the switches were and on the panels. And he's just sitting there, and you could see his eyes going, fluttering, going.
Eyebrows going up.
Yeah, and I'm going through, and I said, I go through engine start, watching, okay, JFS2. I understand there are some similarities that are not quite the same as in a jet that we have to do for our game sim. And then I watch my oil pressure go up, watch my TQT go up, and then up, back down. Then, I walk through the rest of it, make sure air conditioning's on. So this, turn these switches on here, go to INS align, wait for 8 minutes for it to align while we're setting everything else up, program my F stuff. And he's sitting there going, I go, well, how'd I do? And he goes, that was pretty good.
Yeah,
I wonder
it's
what his
pretty close.
Sorry, say again, Prime.
It's pretty close to reality. I mean, that's pretty much it.
Yep, and he was just, I just kept watching his eyes and his flutter, and his eyebrows would go up and his ears would move around, and it's like, he goes, so it does. I go, yep. And I actually invited him, and I gave him the link and asked him to come to the 6th.
Nice.
But
Cool.
he doesn't have a HOTUS or anything else or any of that stuff yet. So it was like, okay, come on, Jim, come on and join us, and maybe you can help us learn something or what have you. But his wife was sitting there, and I could see her shaking her head going, nah, I ain't letting me get into this.
Uh-oh. It's like, oh boy.
She had enough of planes.
Yeah, we're done. All right. So I'm almost there to go. Come back. We'll meet back up there. But any other questions you guys have? I know it was super quick brief, but I didn't want to take too much time. I took 15 minutes of trying to set the thing up.
No, we Debug and I were talking while we were going about making sure we get our TAC-in set up for us and get I get 3.1 and 3.2 put into mine so we can see each other, et cetera, et cetera.
We're 1.1 and 1.2.
Can I crash your party real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Here, Red Secrets. Hey, you had us assigned to Texaco. Is it okay if we change that to Camel? That way, we're both refueling on the southern tanker on the blue side.
Yeah, so it probably says that in the briefing, like in game. But yeah, you're south Camel. That's what you're supposed to go.
Cool. We're on the same page. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, Prime.
Yeah.
We're Panther and Hunter, right? Panther 1 and Hunter 1. I see those as flights number 3 and 4, respectively.
Panther and Hunter.
This is in briefing.
No, we're Nightmare. They're Nightmare, Prime. Or Debug.
Oh, yeah. It probably...
I mean us. We should
Dragon
be flights 3 and 4.
Oh, yeah. No. So Nightmare and
Really?
Hunter are in the briefing, like in the order. So the red is flight 1 and 4, and blue is 2 and 3.
Oh, so we are Nightmare and Hunter then.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So in that case, what we'll put in instead of 3.1 and 3.2, we'll put 1.1 and 1.2. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
Yep, correct.
Yeah, for some reason it's split up. I just did it randomly and it put us open
That's
like
all
that.
right.
But
yeah, I'm glad we double checked.
yeah. I'll see if I can change the order of it for Sunday.
Don't worry about it. Oh, yeah, for Sunday maybe.
Recluse on F1.
There we go.
2.
Let's
Oh,
go
yeah,
ahead and do it
F1.
too. Just the IVC check real quick. Nightmare 4-1 IVC. Nightmare 4-1 IVC.
Nightmare 1-2.
You hear him on IVC?
Yep.
Okay. I don't think
Nightmare 1-2.
I don't hear you on IVC though. I hear you on Mailman. I hear you on Discord only.
All right,
Oh,
hold on one
yeah.
second.
I guess that was Discord for me as well.
Yeah.
Nightmare 1-2.
Negative. Did you hear us?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Remember, it's F1 in 2D.
Nightmare 1-2. 4-2.
There it is. I heard the echo. Cool.
101.1 IBC.
101.2 IVC.
Sweet. Let's all go back to BMS ready room, and then we'll hop in shortly.
We're trying to get or Vorlock the IVC check here.
Okay. Yeah. That's okay. Cool.
I had to drag him.
We can drag her.
Some people
I
can.
can't.
Oh,
How many chevrons do you have on your?
Meh.
we get shot. Oh, wow.
Yeah, where the points don't matter and everything's made up.
Everything's made up in the points don't matter.
Yeah.
Prime's a lieutenant colonel, so
Yeah, it's great. It's wonderful. It's weird.
that's a nice pay bump, huh?
Oh yeah.
I missed that show. Specifically with those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They started up again. Same folks.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah.
they're old.
They're old, but they're still hilarious. So yeah, so that I know we're all adults here. Don't cheat. Don't put the other team on your on your thingy. You know, something. We'll both be on one side. And are there any questions before we go in, or any issues that you have?
Vorlock IVC.
What?
Sounds like they couldn't hear me on the seat.
It's not working or what?
I don't know. Started fine, so it's connected.
All right.
I don't know what I'm missing.
Okay, so when you did your IVC, you made that BMS the active window, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead and go into the yellow IVC window. So there's like a little IVC client window.
Share your screen too.
Yep.
Oh yeah, share your screen.
And that's come see as you see. Are we ramp starting?
I would like to, but I don't want to.
Yeah, we need to get to. Oh, wait, what?
I would like to do a ramp start, but I don't know. I don't want people to have. I don't know. If you guys are down for ramp start, I'm down for ramp start.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't have a problem with
I
it.
don't care. Why?
Sweet. Well, we need to make sure Vorlock is okay with ramp start.
Yeah,
For sake of time, I say taxi. I'm sure we'll have a couple of stragglers.
Yeah. Let's do taxi since we are later than I wanted it to. So yeah, taxi.
oh no.
Yeah, also, hopefully this catches on with after. I mean, only have like 5 people for Sunday. Hope wanting this to catch on because it's really fun to do PvP stuff, especially if it's training, so you don't die immediately. So that'll be cool.
I can't guarantee Prime. That's why I didn't sign up yet.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Prime, what time is it? Would it be?
It's during the day. It's at 10 a.m.
Oh.
Pacific time.
Okay, copy.
Because they got all the good times. They got Saturday 11. Sunday is the only thing I got, but sometimes UAF does DCS stuff, and then Friday is Stevie's thing, and then Monday is Stevie's thing, and then I'm at work the rest of the night. I can't do anything.
Okay. I lost my number 2.
Where? Loose?
No. Warlock.
Not your number 2.
Warlock is Rhodey's number 2. Oh, is that not the way it's supposed to be spelled?
It's on the lineup. I had the Vorlock for Gump.
Oh. We just slotted it in.
Oh, that's. I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Well,
That's okay. I could use the. I'll use the AI.
well, Gump's with him. We're waiting for both of them.
Okay.
Just switch it. But it doesn't matter.
Recluse, what was the frequency for the tanker again?
Should be 344.6.
3.3.
No, 344.
344.6.
A-frame.
Hey, Rhodey, you going to be in the east or the west?
I'm going to be on the south. The west. The west, south.
Never been such a good answer.
Prime, I was
Are you gonna be up or down? Left.
Up and down. Left.
No, the other left.
Prime, I was hoping I had Rhodey so I could take care of him, but I guess I'll have to let you do that.
We'll figure it out.
We're
Oh,
gonna cross.
I'm messing with my friend.
Yeah, we'll cross turn.
Yeah,
Not like we haven't done those, huh, Rhodey?
absolutely not.
Warlock ready to check.
Heard someone.
No, yeah, his mic is.
It's like it
Oh.
across the room.
Got him. Sorted him out.
Got him.
Drag him up.
Dragging. Hello. All right. Click dance. Any other questions? Why did it change? It's kind of weird. Any other questions?
I am not going to click it. I already did it.
Sounds like a plan. Okay. Mute mic.
Warlock, do you know what he's talking about?
Oh.
Nope.
So click dance. It's the data cartridge at the bottom next to takeoff. Click on that. Then you have some tabs up there.
Go through all of them and save.
No.
Nope.
Okay, press IFF plan, com plan, and then press save. Yes?
He's gonna. Oh wait, no. You guys are set up for the right tanker, right, Rhodey? Already.
Yeah, Rhodey should be the south tanker. Camel.
Okay, because me and Gump had to put a different frequency, but he should be okay if he uses the comm plan for his flight.
I don't know. I just write down the
Good.
comm, the frequency.
Oh, whatever. We can change it in flight if it's
Yeah.
a problem.
I just got your yeah. Instead of tanking, the alternate fuel is a lot better, a lot easier to refuel and then take off again.
Vorlock, you good?
Warlock IVC, check.
He did that already.
He already did.
He was
Oh,
doing the
man, it
click
sounded-
dance.
The sound of that keeps us on the other side of the room.
Let me try that again with
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna need a new mic or something.
All right. So yeah, click dance. And
Volvo ABC check.
yes,
Well, just
Gotcha.
do everything Rhodey says.
there's ×1. Mute your mic, and we're heading in. Taxiway.
So, yeah, Vorlock, you're just gonna click on takeoff at the bottom right. Make sure
Gump, your dad
taxi's selected.
material.
I love you guys. You're all my children.
Dad.
Okay, daddy.
Don't fucking ever say that again, Rhodey.
Oh, you were asking for it. Come on.
Dad. Good luck, and may the odds be ever in your favor.
You're gonna need it.
There's one button I wanted to map. I thought of it when I was on vacation.
Is it the go button or the shoot button?
No, I can't fucking remember what button it is. It's really bugging me.
Are you good to tank first?
Repeat.
You good to tank? You can air refuel.
Yep. Give it a try. I'm not used to this Warthog, so, but I'll give it a try. It's mainly the throttle. The stick is okay. It's just the throttle.
Okay.
But I was tanking before.
Nightmare 4-1, contact tower for takeoff. Switch 30880.
So Hunter, we're gonna go to the tanker first, since Blue is going to the tanker first as well. So we'll head on to the tanker, and then we'll start after we're done with that. Nightmare switching to tower.
Nightmare 4, Osan Tower, weight 280 at 12 knots, runway 27 left. You're cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 27 left, Hunter.
4, hold short.
Nightmare.
Two's in position.
5 seconds, and 1 is rolling.
Hotel Tower, 101-1. Request takeoff. Ready for departure.
Hunter 1, hold short.
burn, 350, right steer 2.
Nightmare 4-1, contact departure. Hunter 1, Ocean
visual.
Tower, lane 280 at 10 knots, runway 27 left. You're cleared for takeoff.
And red side, once you get up in the air for this time, will be on uniform 6. Then we'll switch to the tanker once we get closer to the tanker. Nightmare switching uniform 6. Dragon 2, Nightmare.
You don't happen to know what the key command is for the visor, do you?
Yeah, it should be Alt and then Victor.
Thank you.
Yep. Dragon 2, Nightmare 4 on guard. We're going to head to the tanker as well. Just let us know when you're done on guard and we'll start the exercise. To left steer 3. And to reference steer 7, so the tanker is. Dragon 2, Nightmare 4 on guard. Do you read?
Dragon copies on guard.
Copy.
Panther 1, Dragnet 1, Tanker, Mexico 6, Bullseye 0, 2, 5, 3, 8, Catch-End Channel 6-3, Yankee. Panther 1, Dragnet 1, Tanker, Mexico 6, Uniform 2, 9, 3, 8, 5.
To switch sides. Hunter, Nightmare, you on this freak?
Panther 1, Dragnet 1, nearest tanker, Camel 2, bearing 110, 20 miles, Catch-End Channel.
Hunter, Nightmare, you on this freak?
Well, 2 saddle about the best as I can do. Throttle's giving me a little trouble, but I'll get used to it.
Where you at in blind of you?
I'm at your 6, a little low.
Okay, copy. I'll switch to their Hunter's frequency real quick.
Roger.
Nightmare on your Victor.
Go ahead.
So we're heading to the tanker now, since Blue is heading to the tanker as well. So we'll meet you on the Tanker Freak. We're about 5 miles from Steer 7.
Referencing Steer 7.
I'll meet you on the Tanker Freak. Should be uniform 1-3.
Correct.
Nightmare, red flight is going to tanker frequency. We'll see you on the other side. Hunter, Nightmare on uniform.
Go ahead.
Alright, just making sure you're here. So I see the tanker, it's about so the west side of the box, 24,000. We're gonna start heading over there and gonna go ahead and tank at it. And then 2, go ahead and go to uniform 13.
Well, the stick is a little sensitive, but besides that, not too bad.
Hey, it's a good way to practice is the formation just to get used to the throw on it.
Well, you know, I've been practicing, you know, just by myself with an AI lead, but they fly so straight and level all the time, you know? It's like there's no mistakes.
Yeah, there's no variation. It's rails.
So this is where it shows. I've been trying to get on with somebody multiplayer for a few days. I had that hurricane coming in, so I had to get ready for that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, luckily it stayed 100 miles to the west of me.
Are you like in Orlando or something, or Lakeland?
I'm just north of Tampa, 10 miles from the coast.
Okay, yeah, it almost schwacked that. That was close.
Fox News is actually showing my town, Hudson. They were showing a restaurant that's right on the water that we go to all the time.
Wow.
It got, yeah, that whole area down there got all flooded out. It's terrible. I'm pretty high and dry. I mean, I'm in Florida, so it's not high, but where I am, we're not susceptible to floods. It would have to be 100-foot tsunami to even come close to me.
Oh, dang. We're gonna start a right-hand turn to intercept the tanker here. Left-hand turn.
Roger.
Left-hand turn. Oh. Just saw it, it's gone. I got it. So Hunter, go ahead and call a tanker if you're close enough. We're on the left side, intercepting now.
Safe Kill 1-1, Hunter 1-1, Glider 2 Vipers. Request refueling.
Then once we finish this turn, 2 get on the left side.
Hunter 1-1, Texaco 6-1. You are number 1 to refuel. Hunter 1-1, Texaco 6-1. Cleared to pre-contact position.
Texaco 6. Nightmare 4, 2 Vipers requesting refueling.
Holy crap.
Slowing it down. Tanker going super slow. It's going like 250 or something. A 2 offset left. I got him below you here.
Yeah, I'm blind on you. I was doing something, messing with a switch.
Yeah, I'm below you. Just go left a little bit.
I'm moving off to the left a little bit, so you can slide back in.
Hunter 1-1, Texaco
Visual.
6-1, cleared to contact position. Contact. Disconnect. Contact.
911 contact.
Disconnect. Contact. Disconnect. Hunter 1-1, Texaco 6-1. Heads up, tanker is entering turn. Panther 1-2, Texaco 6-1. Got it. Contact me at 10 miles.
Panther 1, Dragnet 1, Tanker, Mexico 6, Bullseye 0, 5, 0, 5, 4, Tecan Channel 6-3, Yankee.
Nightmare 4 kick out.
Hunter 1-1, 1, stabilize. Contact. Panther 1-2, Texaco 6-1, got it. Contact me 10 miles. Disconnect.
Panther 1, Dragnet 1, Tanker, Mexico 6, Bullseye 0, 5, 1, 6, 2,
Tecan channel 6-3,
Yankee.
Contact. $3,000. Disconnect. Panther 1-2, Texaco 6-1, got it. Contact me 10 miles.
Panther 1, Dragnet 1, Tanker, Mexico 6, Bullseye 0, 4, 5, 5, 9,
Tecan channel 6-3,
Yankee.
Hunter 1-2, Texaco 6-1, cleared to pre-contact position. Roger. Hunter 1-2, Texaco 6-1, cleared to contact position. Contact. $1,000. $2,000.
Dragon for Nightmare on Guard.
Go for Nightmare on guard.
Dragon finished refueling. We're on route starting area.
A firm, we're about halfway through our tank here. We should be there shortly. Yeah, just keep me updated and I'll keep you updated.
Copy that. Dragon copies all.
Disconnect.
Ready to press done whenever you can.
Nightmare 4-1, Texaco 6-1, cleared to pre-contact position.
Clear to P contact Nightmare.
Roger. Nightmare 4-1, Texaco 6-1, cleared to contact position. Contact.
Hunter, you're in the east, right?
$1,000. $2,000. Nightmare 4-1, Texaco 6-1. Heads up, tanker is entering turn. Disconnect. Disconnect.
One's off 12,000.
Nightmare 4-2, Texaco 6-1, cleared to pre-contact position. Roger.
Ultimate test of the new hardware.
Nightmare 4-2, Texaco 6-1, cleared to contact position.
2, clear to contact.
Hunter, Nightmare.
Go ahead.
You can start heading to your cap point.
On our way.
Yeah, we're
Contact.
yeah, we're just my number 2's getting gas, and then we'll be heading on that way as well.
I knew I was dreaming on that, trying to get it on the turn.
Yeah, the Tarns are they're not the best, but got a lot of straightway here, so if you could get 12,000, that'd be wonderful. Alright, visual of you, Hunter, we will be off the tanker shortly. Go ahead and set up cap, and we'll be on the frequency, I'll let you know, but I'm gonna go back to tanker frequency, so see you later.
Roger that.
I told Hunter to go ahead and start their cap. We're gonna get done with this, then we'll head over to our cap, and we'll start this thing.
All right, 800 to go.
Sweet. Then I'll climb up, and then we'll do a left-hand turn to head back around. So just get visual, get on my right side, and I'll do a left hook. Cloud effects are pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a little different.
3,000. Disconnect.
Use 12,200.
Climbing up.
Roger.
And coming left, steer 6. And switch to uniform 5. Alright, Red, go ahead and turn off your IFF if you have not already.
Roger, off. And I thought we were supposed to have 2 of those PL-12s.
So we have an unlimited amount, so we only have 1, but it's like unlimited. It won't go anywhere.
Okay.
Nightmare is heading to our steer 6. We are 111 miles away.
Be advised, Dragonflight is set and ready.
A-firm, Red's almost ready. Maybe another 10 minutes. We're finished refueling and we're going to our positions.
Copy all.
You still with me? All right, everything I do, nothing changes. ILS shows on and won't come on. ED.
Is that for Nightmare or you on uniform?
I'm on uniform.
What was the issue? Your ILS won't go off?
Nope. I can't change frequencies. It's stuck on ILS.
You just need to turn off your IFF. Not sure how he got ILS. What? And 2, change your XMIT, your ECM panel to 2, and make sure turn on everything or turn off everything except for program 4. And then 2, maintain this 1 mile trail.
All right, now explain that ECM to me again. My ECM is
I haven't
on.
changed anything. It's been working fine.
My ECM is on. And then what do you want me to do?
There's another switch on there, has XMIT underneath. Change that to the middle one, should be XMIT 2.
Okay.
And then all the buttons, it should have like a S next to them. So turn off everything except for the 4, the 4th one, the 4 in the center of it.
All right, got it.
So now that's only for air-to-air radar. So when you turn on your ECM, it'll only jam air-to-air radars, which is what we need right now because there's no SAMs.
Roger. Did that stuff work before?
It was a blanket operation, but now it's like every program has a certain band for SAMs and airplanes.
Oh. Yeah, I gotta get up to date on everything. I'm so far behind.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like it's pretty sick. And if you have more than one, so for example, we have 4 on and 3 on. If they're both transmitting, it'll share the 100% transmitting. So you'll only get 50 for each.
So I don't know what all is broken, but this isn't normal. That autopilot doesn't work. That I'm in constant ILS mode. Just something's all foobarred.
If he's in ILS mode, isn't his gear down?
You say your autopilot won't work?
They are doors open.
So I said something's wrong. Autopilot won't come on. Master arm at least is on. Air to air is working.
Is your air refueling door still open?
Also, if he's getting an ILS symbol on his HUD,
refueling door should be on the USD. May have flipped back to backup.
he's got ILS on his HUD. That means his gear's down, right?
Yeah, it does. Yep.
And the other thing, not being able to go to autopilot is because his AR door's open.
Yeah, it could be the gear as well for autopilot.
Yeah, that's true.
Hunter, make sure your air-to-air door is not open and make sure your gear's up. All I can say. And Nightmare, or correction, Hunter 1-1, take a picture so we can see it later. But I'm not sure how to fix what's going on here.
Man, I'm really lagging behind here. Dealers just don't seem to be able to get up to speed. Speed brakes are closed.
I'm going, I'll slow down to 0.8.
I'm at 0.96. All right, now I'm starting to get you.
So once we get to steer 5, we'll do a hook, not a hook, a check turn, which will be both turned at the same time. But once we both turn left at the same time, we'll be in line abreast, going south.
Yep. And you're going to be at 0.8.
For the turn, once we go hot, we'll just do some turns. We probably won't do anything that first go. We'll just see how they react.
And you too. That went on your contrail.
Okay, yeah. And we'll just see how they react for that first bit. Hunter status.
Hunter's ready.
Hey, firm. So on this first one, we'll just do a cap. So just kind of look their way a little bit, come back around, but we're not gonna shoot this time. We're just gonna let them see what they do. So this first round will be just capping, but you can feel free to lock up, feel free to do all that stuff, jammer on, whatever, but just don't shoot. If they shoot at you, feel free, but if they don't do anything, just hold off. Alright, we got 3 minutes to our steer point 5. I'll call fights on now over uniform or over guard, and then we'll go from there.
Roger.
Alright, Hunter, I'm gonna call fights on, so just continue in that cap or whatever you're doing. We're just gonna be very, very conservative here, but I'm gonna call fights on over uniform. All players on guard. Fights on.
Got 29 spike behind me.
We are 29s. It's friendly. It's us.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I knew that.
Yeah, just forgot. Yeah, look for 16s. I want to see where the con layer ends. Let's climb and see where it ends here. Follow me.
I'm at 29.9, and it seems to be just at the top level of it.
Yeah, I'm climbing through 31,000 seats. Just let me know if I stop conning.
Man, my buster power is terrible. I keep getting to go to burner.
Seems like the con layer is 33,000. Yeah, don't worry too much about catching up. Just kind of keep your speed and conserve some fuel.
Yeah, but when I've got it in what's supposed to be buster power, I'm dropping down to like 250 knots.
Interesting.
It's probably something to do with my throttle settings or something, I don't know.
Well, burner should be around like 105 RPM or so.
Yeah, right now, my throttle position is up against the stop right before going into burner, and
Oh, you have the physical stop in there?
yep, that was one of the upgrades, and I'm at about 100 and...
And Red, if not already, go ahead and fence in with simulate mode.
I'm at about 103 RPMs right now, that I'm up against the stop.
Yeah, it's about mil. Yep.
And I'm at 0.9. Hold on a little bit.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, there's a big difference when I move the throttle just a little bit. There's just a big difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I tried using the target software. You can put a curve in on it, but when I do that, it overrides all the BMS settings.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know how you can use both. So I've just got to get used to it. That's all.
Hunter 1-2, turning hot.
That Nightmare's about to turn hot as well. Alright, 2, go ahead and let's not hook. Let's check left. 180, go. Awning again. It's supposed to be changing as we go to different places.
Hunter 1-2, defensive.
Yeah, they fired, so kill them. Two, I want you to scan left, I'll scan to the right.
Two.
Hunter 1-2, dead and alive.
Hunter, does it seem like they're all 4 of them over there, or just 2? I need information. See anything over there too?
Negative.
Two, go ahead and check left, east, 090, go.
Two.
Nightmare's turning in your lane, Hunter, to see if we can see him. We're clean on the west side.
Hunter 1-2, Fox 328, 311, Angels 31.
Alright, 2, I got, you see the jammer there? It's enemy right there, so that's all I see for now. I'll continue the turn, we're gonna keep hooking to the north again.
Hunter
I have
1-2,
3
defensive.
strobing contacts. About 70 miles off my nose.
Yeah, 2 of them are friendly, 1 is enemy. So go ahead and continue the turn to north. Head north.
Hunter 1-2 dead.
Alright, 2, we're going to do a delay right. Delay 90 right, so I'll let you know when to turn. I'm going now.
Yep, I know how to do it.
Okay, copy, yeah, delay 90 right. Nightmare's coming in to help from the west. Hunter, you still nails or spiked or dead? I need information. Like,
Hunter 1-2 went past the respawn point. Is that okay?
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, if you're farther, it's fine as long as you get 2 miles from it. You still have nail 16, or are you clean over there? Hello? Getting hits, bullseye 3, 1, 6, 14, 15,000. 19,000, he's cold.
Two has him strobing 40 miles.
The 19,000?
Hunter 1-2 alive, back in hot, clean.
Hunter seems like... Hunter's... Hunter, seems like there's a bogey at 2, 8, 7, 14, 19,000 dragging. Just west of bullseye.
Two has one at 22,000. Every time I try to lock him up, he disappears.
Yeah, that's the jammer working.
Alright, two has one bugged at 28,000.
What's the bullseye?
Bullseye 3.
Say it again?
34323.
That's friendly.
Roger.
Yeah, on the data link should be going. Go ahead and hook left. Go back to the west. Hunter, you got that guy going south, just west of bullseye? Why aren't we talking to each other? Alright, one's back 270.
270.
Hunter status. Hunter status. Two, can you hear me?
Roger.
Copy. I've no idea, they're not even talking at all. I don't know what's going on.
Didn't get shot down, did they? Oh, well, they ain't dying, though. They're still here. They did.
Yeah, they should give me up something, like they haven't said anything.
Right?
See where these west guys are. I'm looking to the left, see if I can see anybody.
Hunter 1-2, Fox 3217, 22, Angels 30.
Want me to turn to your heading?
I'm still going 250.
Roger, searching 250.
Hunter 1-2, turning cold. Pitbull.
I gotta switch the XY axis on my, the Y axis on my radar cursor thing. I keep pushing it the wrong way.
Oh, it's backwards, yeah.
Well, it's the way it's supposed to be, but for me, it's better if
Hunter 1-2, dead.
I push it the other way. Just the Y axis. The X axis is fine because that's just left and right.
Okay. Hunter, is there two? Like, how many are over there? How many are you going against over there, Hunter? Do you hear me on uniform?
Roger that.
Okay.
What's your heading right now?
248.
Okay.
Check left 210, go.
Two. Two is a contact, bullseye 26655, Angels 32, 10 miles. My 10 o'clock.
Hey, bullseye again?
26456.
Can you send data?
I forgot how to do that. What do I hit?
There's the numbers on the right side of your MFD. Just hit the number 1.
Data.
Got it.
That's me.
Oh, that's you?
Yep.
Okay. I thought you were over to my right.
There's some at 1-4 right here. Some right there. Come left. We're gonna continue left and go back north.
Who was that you had locked up? Is that friendly?
Negative.
Roger.
Hunter 1-2 alive.
Turn it back north.
Nightmare got F-16's bullseye 26619 inside the Hawkwez. Nightmare's heading back north. That is in the east lane. Two, I want you to offset left 300.
Two. say 300 or 330?
300.
I'm old, man. I forget shit really easy.
Yeah, a lot of stuff going on. Seems like they're trying to stay in that hawk whiz.
101, 101-2 alive.
Yeah, there's a couple bandits inside the hawk whiz in the east lane towards the center of it, heading north.
Copy.
Alright, 2-1 is hooking right, delay the turn, gonna set up a grinder. 10 miles, so you can turn whenever you want.
And what will your heading be?
Heading will be 120.
112, contact 205, 20 Angels 29. Additional contact 243, 32, 25.
Hunter targeted, bullseye 242, 32. One's going gate, about to fire on this bandit here. Box 3, bullseye 250, 30, 22,000. Spike 16, off.
Shaft flare.
Hunter 1-2 targeting 253, 30 Angels 13.
Do be careful, you might be looking at friendlies there. So make sure they're south.
Hunter 1-2 looks like that. Last target is dead. Switching targets 201, 21 Angels unknown.
Copy. 2, continue until you get to the hawk whiz and go ahead and go off to the left.
2. I got one, bullseye 18632, Angels 24.
Yeah, go say that over uniform so people know who you're going after. Make sure he's not cold or dead.
Hunter 1-2 is clean.
One is hooking back around, coming in behind you too.
Roger. Going defensive.
Got a missile or just spike?
Hunter 1-2 defensive.
Spike.
259012.
Copy, one's hot, looking.
One, 2 is dead.
Nightmare targeted bullseye 228, 25, 24,000.
No, I can't shoot at them if I'm in their zone, right?
Oh, you can shoot whenever.
Oh, okay. I didn't shoot because I was in their zone.
Box 3, bullseye 2, 3, 3, 27, 24,000. Contact maneuver drag. 1 is out. Two, go ahead and turn back in. Spike 16 in that same direction. Pitbull. Yeah, 2 heading 120, that's where they are. Hunter 4-1, timeout. All players on guard. Knock it off, knock it off. Fuel checks when able. 2, safe fuel.
273.
1 is 8-2.
On guard. Dragon 2-1's 3-8. Dragon 2-2's 4-4 fuel.
Alright, defensive dismissal here for 2.
You're 1-2. Field 5-9er.
All players, seems like... Oh. All players on guard, seems like Lois is 3-3. Blue side, do you want to go tank and try it again, or you just want to land?
Hey, just a reminder, what's the call when you have somebody bugged or locked and you want to tell them?
Ray gun?
Yeah, ray gun, that's it. Oh, geez. I was trying to think of the word, I couldn't think of it.
Nightmare Dragon.
Yeah, we have data link, so you could do a cycle and it'll show everybody in our on our side. So that's a good way to do it too.
Nightmare Dragon on guard.
Go for nightmare.
If we're gonna debrief, we might want our DB at this time.
Hey, firm. Sounds like a plan. So knock it off, knock it off. Let's all head back home. 2, I'm north, heading to steer point 5. Alright, I got you on there. So,
I'll follow you.
yeah, come back, come right, steer point 8, reference steer point 8.
Well, I didn't shoot at anything, but at least I didn't get a friend to kill either.
Yeah, you can shoot whenever, yeah.
Well, I wasn't sure because I was in their zone, and so that's why I didn't shoot. But I never got a reply anyway, so I really didn't know if it was an enemy or not.
But we don't have a IFF or a IFF. We don't have a transmitter.
No, I mean I didn't get a reply from them. That's when I was calling a ray gun.
Oh.
They are on uniform 15, right?
We're on uniform 5. The other flight, yes, is on uniform 5.
Oh, 5, yeah, 5, not 15. Yeah, that's what I was talking on. Never got a reply, so I didn't want to fire on a friendly.
You can use IFF in or out to do a cycle of data link, and it shows where everybody is.
Yeah, I'm not. I got you, but I'm not getting them, and I've got them in there as 2-1 and 2-2.
Oh, they're in the 40 block, 4-1 and 4-2.
Oh, no wonder why.
Nightmare's heading straight to steer 8, 54 miles out. Do a BDA check, so go ahead and get on my left side and we'll do a BDA real quick. I'll hold 0.8 for Mach.
I'll stay just a little bit behind you, too.
Yeah, go ahead and get close and do get close to me and doing a simulated thing. We're making sure there's no damage or anything to the aircraft.
Okay.
That's a good way to get used to your stick. It's really precise stuff. Just kind of get on my left side, look at my left side, and then kind of go up like 10 feet to look at the top, and then you go underneath, look at the bottom, you transfer to the right side, and then you go up a little bit to look at that top, and then we'll switch.
Okay. Stripping left.
I got you. Stay in that. Good. I'll keep the speed.
Just gotta get used to this throttle.
Yeah, I bet it's different. When I get my Viper 1, I'll probably be doing the same thing.
Sometimes it seems like all I do is touch it, and it, boom, pushes it up or that way down. Sometimes I have to move the hell out of it to get it to go. Did alright refueling though. I mean, once you get it in a spot, then you know you just, fingertip it.
Yeah, it's pretty stable.
And the stick, I'll never get used to the stick. I'm so used to force sensing.
Oh yeah, understandably.
I want to order the FSSB for this, but man, it cost me like almost $700.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's like, like $500, buy something, and then you pay $100 for shipping.
Dang.
It comes from England, Europe. Somewhere in Europe. It's either England or the Netherlands, one or the other.
Oh, okay.
Alright. I'm trying to nudge up to you here. up here except for a few eggs up on top of your canopy.
Oh, snap.
What'd you do, go through some mud?
Yeah, it rained a little bit over there, so it got a little dirty.
Looking good.
Sweet, go ahead and switch.
I'm on your right. You want me on your right or left?
Just get in front of me and I'll do the same to you. Just keep your stable and I'll just do the same.
Trying to stabilize it. 8-0. Yeah, I'm a little shaky with this stick. But I just gotta fly more. I plan on trying to make more flights.
Now you're good. That's all it takes. Yeah, this is a good one to get used to it at first instead of having like a whole mission going on and stuff.
I want to go through all the training. I'm so out of practice and so out of touch with what's been going on.
Yeah. And good there.
Now, I did have a pillow fight with the guy out there, but I don't think it did any damage.
Like a crew chief might have left a panel off on the bottom there. It's crazy. Never trust maintainers.
Happened.
Yeah, never trust maintainers.
Yeah, right. So I was.
Yep, same.
Yeah, I was hydraulics.
Avionics.
But of course, I cut train into jets and electric and ECS and all that. I did some avionics work too.
Nice.
I worked AWACS my last 12 and a half years, so I pretty much just did about everything.
Yeah, I do Raptors.
Cool. I started on FB-111s and tankers. Then I went to F4s and T-33s or G-37s. Then I went to AWACS. But I did work some transit alerts, so I worked on pretty much just about everything that came through, a little bit here and there.
Sweet. You're right over the runway right now. Go ahead and switch to uniform 7, and we'll land. Nightmare signing off, going to approach.
And I spent my last few years as a pro super, so all I did was yellow people.
Yeah, that's what pro supers do.
41, Ocean approach. That's a negative. Use traffic speed contact approach.
What?
Good evening, Nightmare 41, Ocean approach. That's a negative. Use traffic speed contact approach. Good evening, Nightmare 41, Ocean approach. Continuing down for straight in approach. Runway 27 right.
We got 27 right. So we get a
3008.
3008.
Hunter 12, Ocean Tower. Next time get clearance before landing.
And go ahead and go trail. We're gonna do some maneuvers here.
12, contact tower. Switch 30880. Nightmare 41, contact tower for landing. Nightmare 42, contact tower for landing.
And 2, go ahead and push uniform 8. Close on approach, Nightmare is 2 miles to the south, inbound for landing 27, descending through 16,000.
Contact room. Switch to 25370.
Altitude.
Lots of clouds here, it's interesting. Yeah, 2 to stay trail, I'll set us up for landing here. Nightmare turning 14-mile final, runway 27.
Nightmare 41, Osan Tower, continue inbound for runway 27 right, red word on final. Panther 11, Osan Tower, continue inbound for runway 27 right, red word on final.
Get below these clouds, I can't see anything.
11, execute approach clearance canceled, vector 285, contact approach for resequencing.
Do as usual. And 1.5 trail.
So let's do an overhead brake. You just stay in trail and just delay your turn. We can set up for the overhead brake to come back around. Be to the right.
Yep.
Visual though. Get visual the airfield though.
Should be close. We're getting lined up with our HSI.
Okay, I see it. Come here to the right. Nightmare on final runway, on a 7-mile final runway 27 right, inbound for a right overhead brake. Start slowing it down now.
Panther 12, Osan Tower, continue inbound for runway 27 right, red word on final.
Should be lined right up on it.
Yeah, it's right here in front, 5 miles.
Oh, well, of course, my course deviation needles are way off. Or whatever those things are. The yellow needles in the middle of your HSI. Course deviation.
Yeah, the ILS, yeah, the localizer and elevation, yeah.
The one that the bars line up when you get on your radio.
Yeah. Nightmare in the brake, runway 27 right, right brake.
There's names painted on the side of these jets.
2 is just reaching the end of the runway at 1500, 350 knots.
Yes, keep that going straight and just come in behind me.
Only, it looks like, right?
Yep.
Panther 12, Osan Tower, continue inbound for runway
And
27
2's
right.
on the brake.
Good job, John. We completed our station time.
Execute missed approach, vector 335, contact approach for resequencing.
Nightmare turning right base, runway 27 right. Nightmare final 27 right. goes down. That was wide too.
Nightmare 4-2 on final, 1 mile final, runway 27 right. Nightmare 4-2's on the deck. Runway 27, left side.
Nightmare 4-1, contact ground, switch to 25370.
Nightmare 4-1 off runway left. Nightmare 4-1 crossing 09 right.
Oh, whoops.
Nightmare 4-2 exiting the active. Taxiway Alpha.
Nightmare 4-2, contact ground, switch to 25370.
Sweet. Yeah, 2, go ahead and hop out whenever you can. I need to wait for everybody to get out of 3D because I'm hosting.
Alright, I'll just back out now.
You still flying, Prime?
Nah, I just landed. It's waiting on Mailman and Warlock. Let's go ahead and go to debriefing.
Guys, I do apologize.
For what?
Dragon. Start with Dragon. Wrong thing.
Well, let me think. I mean, I can't really think of anything to really talk about. We did a decent job tanking. I had a hard time hooking up. I think Gum might have disconnected a couple times, but he was pretty fluid. Pretty solid flight. We tanked. We flew to the MOA. I thought we did a good job maintaining formation, tanking, getting to our area, even waiting in place there. When you called fights on, we were both ready to go.
Sweet.
We set up a pretty. We stayed pretty separated. I had to pivot around 5, and I stayed around 6, and I wanted to use up as much of the box as we could.
Yeah.
And we had some ideas coming into this, but it kind of just developed naturally. We were gonna stay spread and then just do check turns together to maintain our spacing and bear down. We ended up just getting drawn in together anyways. I don't really remember the engagement specifically. We'll just have to see what Taki says. I think this kind of threw us for a loop because he said fights on, and then we saw him go cold. But
yeah, so our tactic was just to not do anything for a little bit, but you guys went straight to kill us. Like we were trying to get you and like make you go too far north or something, but just trying different things here. I guess the only thing is just try to. If they chase you out, I guess that's a different story. But if you go out the box like this, it's probably out of bounds.
Yeah, I was cranking.
Yeah, so if they chase you out,
they try to get back.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I thought I was getting spiked. Wasn't I getting spiked by the second guy?
Yeah, this guy, yeah.
Okay.
It's a little
Yeah, I went
over
out
in the
of
corner of the box. Well,
Yeah, I went
it's-
out of the box.
Yeah.
Right there, I was
everyone's out of the box. I'm the only one in the box right now.
Yeah, you're the only yeah.
Yeah, cranking and supporting right there. And then I realized I was outside the MOA, so I basically told him I'm coming back in.
Yeah, at this point, I didn't know if he was dead or not, but I was starting to touch that 17 Wes.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yep.
pulled.
Nice
And
catch.
so that was a pretty good
You're welcome,
engagement.
Any-
Yeah.
anything
my
anything
wingman
big?
called it out.
Nothing to note so far?
I felt like I felt pretty strong in that engagement. We had good altitude. We had the initiative. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll go
Got
deeper
smashed
into it
too.
afterwards, but yeah.
Okay.
No. So it's okay. Are we gonna watch? We're just gonna watch the one engagement. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do each like a minute for each person, then we'll do each one. Rhodey, anything you want to touch on? Or what? Oh, you landed. So you landed instead of tanked?
No, but I tanked and Warlock tried to tank. It took us a while.
Okay.
And when I asked him how much fuel he had left, and decided to land and refuel.
Cool. No worries.
By the time I tried to talk him into how to do a hot refuel, that it was quite trial for everybody. It was.
Oh yeah. I was wondering. I'm like, why do we only have two? Like I was like, what's going on here? But okay, all right. Yeah, sorry you weren't able to get into the fight there.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Did Vorlock? Did you enjoy today's session here?
I definitely enjoyed it more than Rhodey.
I couldn't quite. I think I heard you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it more than Rhodey did.
Oh, okay.
More than Rhodey.
More than Rhodey. Well, glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll see you again. But yeah, keep practicing. Tanking isn't. We don't always do tanking, but in this case, it made sense for the situation.
I was definitely not current on tanking. Not the skill that you need to keep up.
Yeah, definitely you do it like once a week or something whenever you can. But yeah, definitely degrades if you don't do it.
Yeah, about 5 months rusty.
Ah. All right. So, Viperhawk's flight, Hunter. Go ahead and go through. You guys tanked, and just kind of go through a little debrief of what you can.
So we set up a grinder. We were doing a 360 around steer 5, waiting for the call to come in. The call came in, and we started coming south and looking. I immediately was getting painted. I thought I had a missile launch with beeps, so I turned and went north.
Yeah.
And out of the box. We did not fire the first engagement. We were just trying to draw you guys into play.
What was the altitude difference? Kind of. Well, at this, yeah, kind of. Yeah, the first for red, we weren't going to do anything, but you guys like yeeted in and just went straight after us. So we were like, okay. So I was like, they fired, so the ROE is like fire back. So you guys were you cold because you were dead? Or you're just resetting. I think you just resetting.
Yeah, that's the first engagement.
Yeah, that was after the first thing. So yeah, so you fired and you just too far north and you just reset.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Wait, so check
this
me
was
right
really
here.
confusing to me.
Yeah, we'll go over it. We're just gonna go real quick. So Viperhawk, you guys, like communication, was it good?
Yeah, we chased him down to the south side of the box.
Okay.
And we could not lock up the strober. We could see him, but couldn't lock it up.
Yeah, strobing was definitely a factor here.
But I was flashed too.
We had our jammers off.
What?
Jammers off. Oh yeah. All right. That's it for the overall thing. My side,
Okay.
we didn't see anything because there's no one over here. So we were like, what is going on? And we kind of did our little thing, and we were like, I don't think there's anybody's over here. So we came back this way, started to see some pings. I heard these calls, and we kind of went over here because we were bored. So we went over here, line abreast, saw some people, turned back around because I saw you guys taking care of it, and then that's when we started to get. I saw you two. We started to get pinged. Came back around to reset, set up the grinder, and we started to fight.
Yeah, you did fight me.
Yeah, we were there. Mailman, good job. Especially with your new stick, and new stick and throttle, and it was discombobulating. But you did well for having brand new hardware.
Thank you.
Yep, that was really good. Tanking was good.
We look like synchronized swimming, don't we?
Yeah, it's good. That's a good thing. Yeah, and that's how we were able to keep our fuel up. No one was trying to catch up to one another.
Can we see that missile defense real quick?
I think he's gonna watch it all at the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna
right?
watch all of it. I'm gonna do blue first and then red because it's blue's training. Go back all the way to the beginning. Ish.
What are you trying to say? We need training?
Well, it's blue to train. It's not really aggressors to train.
So one
Everybody
thing
needs training.
So one thing is I had a broke jet. ICP didn't work. Autopilot didn't work. Bunches of buttons in the cockpit did not work.
That sounds very odd. I've never seen that before in my 7 years playing BMS.
Did you hit Control F1 at any time?
No. So ILS was on the whole time, even though the wheels were up. I don't know what was wrong.
I don't even know. Did you take a picture?
I did.
Okay.
BMS does weird shit sometimes.
So Gumpin Recluse.
When your ILS shows up in your HUD, your gear's down.
Yeah.
And the other one was what was it? The ILS, and what was the other one?
So autopilot for the door being open still.
Yeah, right. That's could either be gear down or your AR door open.
Right. AR door was closed. Still had it. Gear showed up. Still had it.
Okay. Did you try just cycling the gear real quick? Like all you got to just flick the handle down up real quick.
Well, what I would do is slow down at 300 knots and then do that.
Yeah, I remember right. He also had problems with the ICP. The buttons were not working.
Nope, they weren't.
Even if you clicked on the one in the 3D view with your mouse?
Wouldn't work with the mouse, wouldn't work with the ICP panel, nothing.
What did work? Your MFDs work?
I had radar. I had part of the DED stuff worked.
You're 100% sure all those switches in the back right were turned on? DED switch back there?
Yep, I checked.
Did you have any caution lights on?
Nope.
No fault lights or nothing? Wow.
Nope, gear showed up. I even recycled
At some point,
the gear.
your fuel switch was switched to something else, right? You were getting a wrong fuel readout.
Yep.
Sounds crazy. But
weird.
So
Gremlins.
Gremlins, BMS Gremlins. So Gumpin Recluse was kind of walk us through your engagement here. Kind of did a little bit, but go ahead and walk us through here.
I think we just we sorted right and left and just sort of had a traditional little engagement. I don't remember exactly where in the DLZ I launched, but it was pretty late. I think I was at how far apart were we when I fired?
About 25.
Okay.
26.
So that's pretty conservative, I guess, but the DLZ is going to be pretty favorable, I think, in the position we're in, going pretty fast, somewhat fast.
Yeah.
Got an altitude advantage.
And we have a speed advantage as well.
It's a good shot. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
question for you. Hey, when did you get was it the second missile you fired, or who was it? Maybe
who you asking?
Gump, actually.
Yep.
When did you get your what is it when the missile goes by itself? On its
Pitbull?
own?
You'll see me pull hard to the right. So if you run it forward.
Yeah, I just wanted to see about where the missile was.
Oh, and I fucking lofted that thing, dude.
So
Like
not
that
even
thing was
quite
going to
halfway.
was going to space.
It should go Pitbull 8 miles away.
8 miles. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm supporting, and then there goes Pipple.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between, yep,
Right before that, yep.
checks out. Then he's out. Gone.
And then I'm like, oh shit, I'm outside the box. So let's get back in the box, so to speak.
I do remember right here. You'll see me cranking support, and then recommit.
Oh, yeah.
I saw him start to go. I lost all nails, and I didn't get a missile warning. So at that point, I knew there was nothing being supported, nothing. So I bonsaied.
Yep. Indeed. I'm going to talk about these
And then-
defenses. Defensing here. These defense kind of slow. It's the weaves are too quick. So you're just weaving back and forth like every half a second, and the missile the missile just goes straight. Like you're not
demonstration later on.
okay. Yeah, we'll look at it.
Yeah.
So if you're not even really changing direction, you're basically just doing barrel rolls, and the missile just goes straight. It doesn't have to adjust at all. So it's just streamlined and going straight and hits you.
Yeah, should have done a hard left.
So what could have been done is to like you're going this way, like literally change direction, like go in the opposite. Your other person might be there, but you need to change directions like 180 degrees so it'll turn in that direction.
What I do is I put it. Let's see, what is that?
Like
6
the
o'clock.
6.
So let's see, like between 4 o'clock and 8
7?
o'clock.
Oh, 8, yeah.
Yeah. Right before it hits your 3 and 9 line, the missile in the RWR is swinging back and forth the whole time.
Yep.
When I'm defending.
Well, like Prime said, and like the important thing is like you have to hold the direction for a moment. You can't just whip back and forth real quick because then you're just essentially maintaining a straight line.
And you want to be fast. You want to be burner. You want to be post hole toward the ground until you're fast, and then you want to weave.
Yeah.
With this case, a 10,000 foot, you can't do that like you normally do.
Right. So I would hold level full afterburn, and then we do the weaving that way. And you kind of want to make it like a nice, easy 5 potato pull.
Yeah.
Like we'll see my defenses. I think I defeat all the missiles.
So if especially if you get surprised by a missile, you need to gain speed number 1. That's your first priority.
Yep.
You can't do anything without speed. So the first thing you need to do is like go straight down, get it to at least Mach 1, and then start your weaving with the missile. Well, go straight down with the missile on your 3-9 line, like this line here. And then once you get speed, you need to pull up in one of the directions perpendicular to where the missile's going, so you could force it to pull lead and bleed speed. And then once you do that for at least 3 seconds, go in the opposite direction, do the same thing. That'll bleed it really, really quick. Especially if you're at Mach 1. Same thing on debug side. Seems like he kind of did the same thing. What was it when it was going 1.33? Okay.
Yeah, and we're not like shitting on you, right?
No, not at all.
Well, I used to do the same defense that Debug just did, and then I figured out it wasn't working right after 2 years of playing this game.
Yeah, see, look at this.
Flew around the other side of the tanker and let it hit the tanker.
Yeah, it's like, get down, Mr. President. Like, boom.
Yeah, the tanker definitely went defensive at some point.
So here, let's watch this. Yeah, Gump, go ahead and do your own commentary.
Yep. So I fire, and I'm pretty sure he's firing on me. So I'm trying to support, and then if I get a missile in the RWR, then I'm just fucking out regardless. So here I'm gaining speed post hole. I think it starts beeping at me when I dive, right? And I'm just giving it like a good. Right now it's already defeated. We kind of went through that fast, but If you go 1 times speed, it might help, or like slower. Yeah, so now I'm post hole, right? Because I got this missile on my ass. And I suppose I should beam it, but that's what I start doing here. So my number 1 goal right now is to maintain, like, gain speed. Number 2 goal after I gain speed is to do this weaving in and out. So I'm putting it on the 3 and 9, sort of.
Look at
right before the 3 and 9.
Look at how long the path of the missile is now. See how much longer that curve is?
And I see fit right here.
Oh,
So,
into the 10,000.
Yeah.
What's the altitude?
9,000.
So you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
Yeah. So I defeated I would have defeated it if I had maintained the 10,000. It's kind of hard, dude. Like, pretending that there's ground that you can't see.
Yeah, it's.
You know
it's
what? There was
hard.
an issue with the HUD. It looked like it was offset way up there. I had to lean down to see my speed and my altitude for some reason. Did any of you get that?
I had that. I just went ahead and put it in drift CO.
You got a drift co?
No, it was not a drift to the right or left. It was up. So the altitude was actually the altitude. The readout. It was actually off the HUD.
Typically, that's due to your track IR not being centered properly or something like that.
Either you track IR or did you raise seat or lower? You might have raised.
Is there a raised seat in there?
Yeah.
Huh. I should check that.
Oh, what?
Raise lower seat. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, raise and lower seat. I don't ever mess with that. I just have the track IR centered, though. Maybe you accidentally hit that. I don't know. But yeah, I see fit. I go cold and touch steer 5 or 6 or wherever the hell was going.
Yep. Poke it.
No, definitely no taking on the defense.
Yeah, it definitely can make or break you because you could either die or yeah, too quick. I think I did the same thing. Everybody did the same thing, and then I started watching debriefs and noticed that if you force it to pull lead, like you kind of see it pulling lead with the dotted line. Let's see that. You see this dotted line here is the lead that it's pulling. So in retrospect to where Gump is, so now he's turning this way. So now it's pulling lead over here. And now it's like, cool, I got him. And then it's like, oh, and he's switching. So now it's to pull all the way over here to pull more lead. And it's just bleeding off energy.
And you should, I'm sorry, guys. What I do is I can't, when I'm doing this kind of maneuver, I have a count in my head. And by the time I reach about 8, I could start pulling up and the missile's done.
Yeah, there's definitely a timer thing. It's definitely a timing thing, especially if you're defending it and you see it move on your RWR behind you, like being that it's right here. It's getting farther and farther behind him, so he knows that it's moving azimuth. So he knows that he defeats it, and he can actually just pull up and defeat it more.
Yeah.
I think if we can, we should clip that defense.
Yeah, I'll probably clip
don't
it
clip
later
that
on.
when I hit the ground there. Clip the next one that I defeat.
And remember with this, if you see the missile go away, doesn't mean you defeated it. It's just because you're in the blind spot of the BMS RWR. So that's with everything. You could be locked on by a person. You can be locked on by a missile. You can be locked on by a SA-6. Like if it disappears, you're not out the woods yet. It's just in a blind spot, and you need before you turn back, you need to go level for like 2 seconds, and then it'll reacquire if it's still on you. If it's not on you, then it won't reacquire, and then you can turn back. But always go level before you turn back around, so your system can collect the electrons again.
One thing I'd like to highlight in this fight is we were not ready coming in. If you check our speeds, we were like Angels 24, Mach 0.6 or 7 at best.
Oh, on the
we never got a chance to gain that altitude from
from the defense.
No, actually, from coming in, we were kind of slow, and we did the defensive maneuver right at the start, and we just never. We were never up there.
Did you have a lock or a radar yet, or no?
And after this turn, obviously I shot the missile, so I must have had a lock.
Yeah, the second time, you had to get something. Nope, nothing there.
And
No, we straight up
for
look like
some
an AI
reason,
flight.
what's that?
No, go ahead.
For some reason, I was trying to conserve fuel, thinking that this would, go on for a long time. But, according to the fuel reports at the end, Blueford was burning.
Oh yeah. Well, they're out there for
so
a little bit longer than us, so maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you can't take it home if you're dead.
Yeah, right. That's also a lesson learned. We should come in at Angels 30, close to Mach 1 as you did.
That's another good one there.
Is this the one that you can? This is the one that you can clip.
I think you went below the.
Nope.
Oh no, I saw 8 somewhere. Nice, you did good. So
Can you show that in the missile I shot at him? What it does?
Let's see. Oh, that one.
Oh, this was my one.
Oh, this was debug Viper Hawk. Shoots a missile. 18 miles.
What's his nose? Where's his nose when he launches?
About 20 degrees off.
20 degrees high.
Oh, yeah, high.
And gimbaled right.
Yeah, you were off bore side, kind of.
No, that's fine. I was wondering what his elevation was, not his azimuth.
Oh.
His azimuth looks good based on my trajectory.
Yeah, it's only
Right.
20 degrees up.
Oh shit! You got the fucking.
Yeah, the thing down there. 5,
Okay.
maybe?
That's pretty good. That's good loft.
Speed was a little slow, but you got to get something off. I see Gump says 1. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going slow because I was trying not to go down into your hawk, and I was trying to get you to come up to us.
See. Oof.
You turned back in. What made you turn back in? You remember?
I was going. Yes, trying to stay inside.
Oh, okay. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
And that close, if you look, there's just no place to go.
Yeah, you could post hole and go that way. Because it's already going. See how the angle? It's going this way. So if you go this way, it's already going that way. So if you go the opposite direction, it has to change more than what it initially was coming at. The geometry of it.
Right, can check my speed right before that crank.
Right before the crank, 0.8.
Yeah, a bit better, but still not too good.
Well, you got altitude on them, so that's good. At 8,000 or so on them. But he got 0.1 or 1.0. It's probably somewhat neutral.
Oh, I think you're comparing him to Gump. Me and him are fighting. Oh, there we go.
Oh, Recluse. Okay, yeah. So 29. So you got the energy. Somewhat, almost 0.8 different, 0.08 difference. Got the first shot. I think both of yours. Nice. Oi. Oh.
Right.
You both hit each other.
Did we?
Yeah. So 21 miles for both. His is already halfway there.
I definitely feel like I could have done a better job defending this. That was pretty lazy.
And I was a bit late reading my pitbull timer on this one.
Yeah, I already had a warning.
This wasn't even. You weren't even cranking on your.
Yeah, I wasn't even cranking.
So I kind of went into this with a false sense of safety from my SA. I thought that I wasn't quite within missile shot range, so when I fired, I didn't want to give away that I had fired. And then about 3 or 4 seconds into thinking, okay, I'm going to maintain this, and they can think I haven't shot yet, I got a missile warning. So I was like, oh, fuck.
Like, oh, yeah, the PL-12s they're pretty good.
I'm screaming, this is a mistake right now.
Oh, that was a mistake.
And then,
do they have home on jam in this game?
With 120s, yeah. I don't know if they do it on PL-12. I think all of them do in BMS.
Okay, I turn my jammer off.
Yeah,
Cold.
definitely. Yeah, when you're defensive, definitely turn it off. That's another thing
Yeah, I
you
remember you
gotta
did
do
that.
when you're defensive. No matter what, turn it off. There's no reason to have it on. And then if you, there's a video, but if you have it on, it'll home on jam. So with or without data link, so it'll just find you. It'll go in your direction the entire time. What did it hit you at? 0.74. Yeah, a little bit more speed, but less on the, a little bit more time on the weaves. Could have got away from that.
Yeah, your goal is to get that M just under the 3.9 line.
Switch it from one side to the other.
Yep.
Exactly.
And keep
exactly
it there for
right.
2 seconds.
Slowly, yeah.
I don't even keep it there. I just kind of start slowly cranking
Yeah, you
to
just
the other side. But you can do
it
whatever.
just goes to 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, and you just switch to the other side. Goes to 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and then go to the other side.
Like you can just imagine like sitting on the nose cone of that missile and just like when you turn, feeling it fight to change that angle of attack to pull lead on you and just feel it get to there. Finally, like Prime said, now, oh, it's happy. I'm going to get him. And then make him pull all the way to the other side.
Yep.
Good trade.
And yeah, there's different
Just
different
shot debugs.
versions. There's like a I didn't expect that I didn't expect that maneuver. There's and then there's like a I expect that maneuver, and then there's like I know I'm not going to get hit maneuver. So there's just different maneuvers that you could do, and they're more aggressive as if you don't know the missile's coming, then it's more aggressive. The reset on over here. So I call out bullseye of one of them inside the hawk. I turned cold because I didn't want to go inside the hawk. Saw you lock me up there. Number 2 is in trail for support. Fox. That was an emergency. I need to get something off shot. Ooh.
That missile does not hit me, by the way.
Does not. Close.
Well, it's going Mach. Ooh.
Going
Look at that
fast.
roll. Look at that.
Look at
The
that.
inverted roll.
That's close.
Oh, go away.
3 level. Oh, you broke it. According to this, I don't know if you did or not.
Oh yeah, get away from me. That was my insightful AI climb
feet.
away right there.
There you go.
And I still got a good shot off too. I think did it track? Did my shot track?
Track. I think I was like cold already, and then I started seeing it. Oh, that might have been the last one. I don't know if it tracked. I didn't see anything.
It's looking for something, maybe. Oh no! Damn it!
No. I don't remember seeing anything.
Never. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't even do anything, so I don't think it did anything.
Yeah.
So here, Recluse is fighting off these guys, and I'm fighting off the other guys. So what I do, I think I just go cold and try to drag them to the edge and inside the hawk was.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty spiked. Yeah. Where is this?
Give me a cheeky shot right here.
Yeah, this is close, super close. And there's nothing you can do about 4 miles. That's kind of it. Yeah, right here is when Viper Hawk, you need to tell, I don't know if you were communicating, you need to tell your 2 debug there's a guy in front of you or something.
All I did was call the band that I locked up, told him where he was for bullseye. I wasn't sure exactly where debug was, to be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah, we had data link, so you can always click the demand. You can do that anytime you want. And you could always send data. Like you can do, there's so many different ways to give information to someone.
So Debug, you're tracking Gump right now. Do you remember if you were in single point? Because I feel like you have tunnel vision on them right now.
I think he's
And that's
tunnel vision on.
I was not on single point. I lost you there because I think you were out of my cone for a
I
beam.
think
sec.
he's. Yeah, I think that's what's going on here.
He's in the beam.
I don't think
Getting-
his jet's gonna see you, Recluse.
No.
Yeah, do a side view real quick.
And right there, Prime, to answer your question, I knew Debug was in front because we were doing the grinder, but I was trying to make sure I wasn't shooting Debug in front of me.
Yeah. Because he was locking. Oh, so you're locking him, so you know he's there. And then Debug gets locked by the 16. Goes. How far is this? Yeah, that's screaming at you right now. Then it immediately goes pitbull off the rail.
I think I shoot a wild fox too as well. At some point, no, maybe I didn't.
I see something there. Something. No, I guess not.
I was in dogfight mode. Because so I picked him up from Gump's data. I didn't see him initially. Like I was looking too low because I was below him.
Yeah.
So that's just a great example of communication right there. Like I'm in a position where versus him, he's not seeing me in his radar now. I see him. So we should be at a total loss of safe with each other. But because I got some information relayed to me, I actually went to dogfight mode, and because I saw his con, I went to dogfight mode and targeted him that way.
Yep,
to point mode on dogfight mode, and then switch to medium range override right after that, and Fox 3.
Yeah, so yeah, communication it's tell him that because telling him bullseyes, it's a bunch of numbers. Like numbers don't. He's focused on this guy. You tell him 14 numbers. Like he doesn't care. Just say like 2. There's a bandit on your like 2 o'clock 5 miles. Like, or you could tell him to break left.
Yeah.
And then he has to do it, and you tell him what happened later. Like you tell him to break left, and then you shoot, so you know he's not going to be in the way. It's all hindsight 2020.
I don't think Viper wasn't tracking where Debug was though, so that can be mitigated by just pinging IDM once in a while.
I was.
You were tracking where he was?
No, I was using the iPad to get data link on people as we went, but I was using it.
Okay.
The IFF or the IDM?
IDM.
Okay.
Here. So Mailman went cold. He was locking up the tanker. That's a big target, and you can see it for 100 miles. So I turned back hot. I told him to turn cold. Turn back hot. Get Gump. Fox on him. How far is this? It was a defensive shot. I was like, I think I was really high. I think it was probably our pie shot. Probably. Got a shot off. I turned off cold a little bit sooner than I should have, but it still tracked. But this missile had no chance of hitting me unless I turned back around. This is when I got the missile warning there. So I started defending.
That was my defensive shot, yeah. I was like, okay, he definitely foxed, so I might as well shoot something.
Shoot something. That's when I told 2 to turn back around, because now both are hot. You could keep track on Gump.
I think I defeat that one there, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Freaking
Blows
close.
up. Here.
Okay.
And then, so you engaged them. When did we swap? Because then can you back it up a little bit, friend? So like right at the beginning of your guys' engagement.
Remember,
So
yeah.
No. Keep going forward. Go forward. That's too far. Yeah, sorry. I should have said something. Yeah. So then I come in, we fight, and then I undercut Debug to the right. So go ahead. And then I come back in and I get debug. And then what happens after that?
So I'm dragging these guys into the mez here, right?
Yeah, you drag debug
And-
right into me beautifully.
And you're heading that way anyway, and then I'm seeing these guys out here. That's what's going on.
Oh, then I got shot at right after I down debug. That's what happened.
Okay, yeah, from Viperhawk. Yeah, he shot one.
Did that get me?
Doesn't seem like it. Too far. Yeah, I killed it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so here, let's look at this shot. So this shot, 0.7, 25, still at 0.4, so he still has the advantage, even though you might have altitude on him. So he had the speed already, and he's still basically Mach 1 in the turn. So don't turn too much and bleed all your speed on the turn. You got to turn enough to keep at least above like 0.8. If you go anywhere below 0.8, then you just degraded your chances of getting away from it because you can't really recover.
Yeah.
Missiles freaking screaming at you. Yeah.
I don't know why I panicked like that. Yeah, I don't recall that. That is a tight turn though.
Probably because you were locked on this guy, and like immediately after you, I don't know, probably didn't see anything, but basically immediately after you fire, like 10 seconds after you fire, you see a missile warning. Pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty close. It's like, oh!
Yeah, about that time.
And were you tracking Viperhawk? No, he was there?
I don't recall. I'm trying to remember the fight. Well, probably not because I visually acquired debug.
Yeah.
I didn't lock him up on the FCR.
Is that when I called contrails high?
Maybe.
You were lower, right? Yeah.
I remember seeing your data and looking in that direction and seeing his contrail, and that's how I acquired him. Because I didn't bother with my antenna because I immediately saw him.
Hey guys, I gotta run, man. It's getting late for me.
All right, appreciate for coming.
All right, man.
Yeah, enjoyed watching your movie here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're almost done here. Yep.
See you next time.
See ya.
And that was it. That was literally
knocked it off. Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. Good lessons. Good debriefing. Keep that in mind. If you're on the red side, now you kind of see how good the 120s are. So they're pretty good. If we utilize the PL12s, they're pretty good as well. So if you see if you know against China, in Taiwan theater, Chinese on the other side, just keep in mind the PL12s are pretty significant threat. I didn't use my AA12 because they just suck. I didn't even bother using those.
I've heard people talk about the PL12 as like a 120 Charlie plus. It's not quite a Delta, but it's a little better than the 120 Charlie. Is that true?
Not in my experience in here.
It's like a little worse then.
Yeah, it's like maybe a Bravo.
Charlie minus.
Like maybe a Bravo.
Okay. Oh, okay. Is there a PL13 then?
What was that?
Is there a PL13?
PL13?
Not in BMS.
Not yet. Okay.
So I don't know if that's even a thing.
All right, Gump, go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, sorry, Gump. Go ahead.
So your your CADMs are modeled differently than ours for the aggressors.
What do you mean? So ours model a PL12, but they look like an AIM-120.
Okay, got
and then
yeah,
yours
understood.
is a 120 with the 120.
Yeah. You guys see that bullshit 120 Delta Mach 7?
Oh yeah, I've played that a couple. I don't know what.
Oh yeah,
it's
we
insane.
played that.
Stupid.
And your DLZ is like 100 miles, and you're like, RTR.
Get a hit at 60 miles away.
Yeah, that's insane.
Future.
Like we need a middle ground. We don't need to go straight to the Delta. Jesus Christ.
All right, gents, I'll call the night here.
Yep. See you.
Let's do this more often.
Yeah, I
Good
agree.
learning opportunity here.
I'm doing it again on Sunday, so if you can make it,
I'll be there.
Cool. Make sure to sign up.
Alrighty.
What time on Sunday?
10 a.m. Pacific. So I put it in.
Oh, maybe.
I put it in Falcon Lounge here and somewhere else, but look in the Falcon Lounge other flights. Or actually, just look up in the red flag air-to-air PvP. It's all in there.
Oh yeah. Cool. Thanks, Brian.
Yep.
Hey, Prime, I just sent you a picture.
Oh,
Rhodey didn't even get to play.
no, he wasn't up there.
No, I had to stick with my wingman.
Couldn't click. So the ILS was, did you dauber left? It didn't work?
Nope. I daubered left, I daubered right, I daubered up, I daubered down.
We're in dogfight mode?
No,
Say again?
he's in missile mode. He can't. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
Because if you look at it, you can see it's stuck on 94. It won't let me change it. And the ILS is on. And
Yeah, that doesn't have any. That doesn't matter. But so when you started, it did it start in the middle of the fight, or was it always broken?
it was broken from the start. I didn't realize. I just thought it was me doing something wrong. And we were sitting there, and Debug was patient with me while I kept going through it. And I'm going, this isn't changing. It isn't working. But as far as I knew, I could fly and fight. I just couldn't do what I needed
change
to
stuff.
do. And I was frustrated. And I turned the wrong way. I did this, that, and the other,
Yeah.
which wasn't normal.
So was it? I guess it defaulted to the ILS TACAN page.
Can you put that picture in the
It's in. Oh, he sent it to
debriefing
me
chat?
directly.
Hold on, I'll send it. 1 second.
Anything else for the TAC view? If you want to go over or
Landing.
landing? Okay. Yeah, the first up there. Is that like a formation? That's basic formation landing.
And I asked permission for overhead landing. She said no, so we just went straight
Same.
in.
Same. Formation.
Beautiful.
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 We had some. We were doing. Oh, that's Viper Hawk. They did the same. Back around. Got the spacing. To go. 1/2 miles. Nice.
Nice.
And then Brody buzzes us.
Yeah, we were up high doing BDA checks. I saw the 16s locking us up, so I was like, oh, I hope we don't get shot. But I was trying to see if I can get a formation with them, but they're behind me, so I didn't worry about it. But me and Mailman did BDA check underneath. Apparently I went in some mud, and he saw some dirt and mud all over my jet. One of the crew chiefs forgot to put on a panel in his jet, so
Oh boy.
never trust maintainers. So we're at 30,000 feet, right above it. In a trail. It was cloudy.
Was. I come in hot.
So I put that picture on the OSON Flying Fleet Week.
Yep. I'll check it in a second.
Our turns were awesome, but went a little bit too wide on there. A little bit too wide, but we were able to fix it and
I
land.
think you can't die on landing with invulnerability on.
No, you can't. You just
No, you
Set.
can't. Just bounce off.
Yeah.
Recluse hit pretty hard, but he didn't die.
I did not.
Cool.
What are you talking about? Didn't
Where
bounce
did-
or anything. I didn't know something.
Where'd he go?
I'm already landed.
I was right about to compliment you
I
too.
landed.
I'm not going
landed
to say
in front
anything
of
now.
you.
Oh, there you are.
I lost Rhodey before landing and I landed on the wrong strap. Then I took
Holy
off
shit, what
and
happened
went
to your
frozen.
mic? We can hear him.
He's alive.
Oh my goodness! Now I can hear you. Forward.
What did you-
Repeat.
Is it normal now? Or
Yeah.
What happened?
Better. Yeah.
I don't know, I was playing with some settings around here.
All right. Don't
I
touch
knew it wasn't
Leave as
hardware.
is.
Well, anyway, good. I'm happy.
Yes, we can hear you
Okay, cool.
clearly.
Clearly, I had a Oh my goodness.
Oh my God, that's funny.
That's why I'm sorry, guys. We couldn't engage or anything because my wingman had no comms,
Basically, yeah.
and I wasn't gonna leave him behind.
Nice job. Good. You fixed the problem that allows him to play now because we can hear him.
Well, this is my first online flight in BMS ever.
Oh, nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm glad. I'm glad you had fun. Usually, the first flight of people is like literally flying around, which is basically what you did. And
Which is basically what I did.
yeah, so it's not good to be in your first flight and you're doing all this over here. That's completely discombobulating and very uncomfortably humbling that you don't know anything about BMS.
That's
really
why
quick.
I kept them over there.
Yeah, just get so lost. You're like, I don't know what's happening.
I mean, I was counting on a air show pretty much, the
Oh,
formation flying, which is
yeah.
something I can do.
So you landed 3 times. Yeah, you landed 3 times.
Yeah.
Flew
I
for
won't field.
flew for a bit. Did some formation stuff. Locked on to us. I think that's a pretty successful first flight, first multiplayer.
Let's watch his approach.
Yeah. Circling around. Oh, you landed 4 times.
Well, I landed the wrong field there. I then took off and went for Asan.
Touch and go at some random field. That's fine. So it's people there, all the aviation nerds, like, oh my God, an F-16. And they have Cessnas and stuff. Like, oh my God, look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jet Wash probably rolled some Cessna over
Yeah.
on text.
It's like, oh my goodness. Cessna 172 clear for takeoff. It's like caution wake turbulence.
I'm flying out of Austin Bergstrom in real life, and we have F-18s coming in all the time from what's that? Kingsville.
There's 18s over there? Oh, on the coast?
They're
Yeah.
coming in from the coast for they get to they go to MOAs south San Antonio, and occasionally they would wear off and land at Bergstrom. I'm guessing it's their alternate, so they practice navigation exercises.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably get used to alternate landing field. Neat.
Hey, Prime, got a question for you. Is Bible still doing that training exercise for new people?
No, he's not.
Still, okay. Anyone doing any exercises for new people?
Not at the moment, no.
Okay.
I do sometimes, but not as much.
Need some training, Rody?
What's that?
Need some training?
No, for Warlock.
Yeah, just hang around with us. Pick it up. Just follow Gump around. You can't do anything wrong.
Yeah. Follow around.
Follow me around.
Well, cool. Well, thanks. Thank you guys for coming. Glad you had fun. I'll probably put this, I'll save this and put it in the thing here.
Nice.
Red flag, PvP. So did all, like the rules make sense now that you've done it? Like all the rules, like cold, floor is 10,000 feet, red air turns off their IFF, SAM sites, like those, pretty much everything kind of made sense. Cool.
Yeah.
I think the only thing we might want to try to experiment with is maybe have a little bit more direct communication between the two opposing fights, so that way we can reset and coordinate in the middle of the exercise.
So that's why in Sunday we have a air boss, so he's going to be a GCI. I at least want a GCI for blue side, but if we can get a GCI for both, that'll be perfect. So they could both talk on either guard or Victor or whatever. So they'll be the overarching like controllers.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about Sunday, but if I can make it, I will.
Cool. And that's it. This in there.
Alrighty.
That one.
Good flight.
Yeah.
But
Recluser Grump, if you want to look at that, let me know.
But yeah, I'm looking at it. Your DED was stuck on TILS.
Yeah, so it was stuck. If you look at the